Hello and welcome to ActivInspire Hiding with Color. This training module will show you how to hide answers just by simply using color on your slide. So on this page I have simply text and a shape that is blue. And if I grab one of the sentences and drag it just slightly outside of the shape, you will see the answer. This is because my sentence actually has part of it highlighted as blue. So when it's inside the box, you don't see it at all because it's the same color. Now I could do this with any color within my toolbox. So to make these, it's very simple. I'm going to start with text first because that's the easiest part. I'm going to click the text icon in the toolbar and click somewhere on the page. So I typed an example sentence. This text is black, and then I made a space and typed true. Now I'm going to select and highlight true and change its color. So now that I've selected the word true, I'm going to change its color by using the toolbox. And so I changed it to red because I'm going to use a red square this time. Now I come over and select my shape tool. I'm also going to select red for the inside color and the outline color. And I'm going to draw a box somewhere on the page. Now, because I put the text on there first and then the shape, my layers are going to need a little bit of editing. If I open my object browser, I can see the items that are on this page. I want to select shape 4 and I want it underneath text 5. So I'm going to click and select it, and I'm going to drag it underneath text 5. Now if I select my sentence and move it over the red box, it will look like my answer has disappeared. But if I was to drag it just slightly outside the box, my answer appears back. So now I have copied the same sentences on another slide, but this time I made the background all one color. That's so I can see my answers that are blue because I'm going to change them to white. I'm going to double click on each sentence so I can highlight the blue part. So since I've highlighted the word false, I need to change its color to white. And I'll do the same for each of the other two sentences. So now that all my answers are white, I can use the fill bucket to make the whole background white and appear to hide my answers. I select the fill bucket, I select my color white, and I make my page white again. So it appears that my answers have disappeared, but they really haven't. It's just white text on a white background. So this is how you would present it to students first, and ask them to answer each question. You can use the active expressions if you'd like, but to check their answers, now you can choose any color as long as it's not white or black and fill the background to show the correct answer. And lastly, I can use the fill bucket with shapes or lines. So on this slide I have inserted pictures of clocks, and I drew in lines to make times on each of these. Using the text tool, I also typed in the times and rearranged them so they are not necessarily side by side each clock. Then I drew a white line connecting each clock to the correct time. And I used my fill bucket tool to change the background a different color so I could see the white lines as I was drawing them. So just like the previous slide, I can use the fill bucket to turn on the white background when I'm presenting this to students. I can use the active expressions to ask them the answers, and then use the fill bucket to change the background and see if they were correct. So now I'm going to use my fill bucket. I'm going to change the color to white, and now my slide is ready for students. In order to check their answers, I can use any color except white or black to change the background once again. And then I would show the class the correct answers. So these are very easy ways to use color to hide answers so that you can show students correct answers easily and quickly.